The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by Rodney Munker, his guests, and callers on Freedom March are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is a production of ILTV and cannot be reproduced or represented in part or entirety without express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2020. All rights are reserved.
Broadcasting live from the ILTV studios located here at University Drive. Welcome once again to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Munker. Rodney Roll is my spiritual advisor. Brother Spiritual Advisor, welcome to Freedom March.
Thank you.
Today is Monday, the 18th of March, 2024. And we welcome each and every one of you who's joining us. And there has been some very interesting events which have occurred here in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. The Prime Minister, Philip Davis, he addressed the nation. So it appears that we shall send some Defense Force officers to Haiti as the nation prepares to defend its border. Meanwhile, in the midst of defending our border, one of the biggest smuggling racket is taking place on the island of Grand Bahama. We're now learning that Airbnb is a major gangster racket, along with something called Uber or Uber, whatever the American call this independent taxi services. So it's a piece of gangsterism taking place, but from Nassau in a very strange and unique manner. I'm monitoring the smuggling that is taking place, and I want it to stop. I want immigration officers to know it is against the law and they should side with the law. I just want them to know it because the Haitians are sending me secret message. Meanwhile, in Harbor Key, the island is in the Berry Islands. I don't remember the island now. But
Great Harbor Key?
Great Harbor Key. Thank you, my spiritual advisor. I am receiving reports that the FBI landed in Great Harbor Key and that at least one Negro official has been taken into custody. The people of that great community, man, they told me all kind of things. I didn't know all that kind of corruption is taking place down there. I didn't have a chance to ask the Commissioner of Police if all these things the people tell me today is true. But if what they have told me is true, then they have suggested that at least two senior officials have been taken into custody. I don't know. This is Freedom March. My name is Rodney Munker. I want to look at a debate among judges, former and current, on juries. I'll tell you a secret about a former judge. God save the king. My spiritual advisor.
Absolutely.
What scripture do you have?
Today we're going to go to the book of Revelation chapter 20. Revelation chapter 20. Read about 4 or 5 verses from that book as John saw it. John says, "And then I saw a great white throne, and him who was seated on it. The earth and the heavens fled from his presence, and there was no more place for them. And I saw the dead, great and small, standing before the throne, and books were open. And another book was open, which is the book of life. The dead were judged according to what they had done, as recorded in the books. The sea gave up the dead that were in it, and death and Hades gave up the dead that were in them. And each person was judged according to what they had done. And then death and Hades were thrown into the lake of fire. The lake of fire is the second death. And anyone whose name was not found written in the book of life was thrown into the lake of fire." Revelation chapter 20, verses 11 through 15. I read from the NIV. It's a very powerful passage indeed, something that we really need to take a look at in your spare time. Go over this passage again. Take a look at this. It's very, very interesting, very important. Revelation chapter 20, 1 through 15. Read in your spare time and just soak it in. This is the Word of God. We're always thankful to Almighty God for it. And the Word of God is forever and ever blessed. Amen. Thank you so much, Ms. Medusa. And of course, back to you, Santa.
I thank you, my spiritual advisor.
Absolutely.
Well, folks, over the weekend, Prime Minister Philip Davis spoke to the nation on an issue affecting the people of Haiti, and to a very large extent, it has overflown here in the Bahamas and the Caribbean, and that is namely the political unrest which is taking place in Haiti. And I think it is so important for us to follow what the government's position is as political upheaval and turmoil is taking place in Haiti. We have seen that in the United States, shortly after the presidential election, we saw a similar kind of insurrection, but these insurrectionists were white people. They were Christian. They didn't use cutlass, and many of them, their guns were lawfully issued. But nevertheless, they were also insurrectionists, and to a very large extent, they were accused by the U.S. authorities of insurrection. So we're seeing a similar thing in Haiti. Haiti is very scary because these are black people who are carrying out this kind of insurrectionism. So let's look at what the Prime Minister is saying, because in the midst of all of this, there's mass attempt of Haitian national to escape Haiti and to head either to the Bahamas and or to the United States of America. And you would recall over the last 2 weeks, I have been telling you how Airbnb is a major human trafficking organization and on the island of Grand Bahama, according to all of the intelligence that I'm receiving. Airbnb, and now they have a transportation called Uber, either Uber or other. It's just gangsterism galore, and they have been doing a wonderful job. And so I think I have a duty to just let the country know what is going on, and then call upon the people of Grand Bahama to become more vigilant and help me to stamp out what is taking place on that island. But I think in order for us to put everything in perspective, we need to know what the government's position is, because once the government makes a decision, we are called all upon to be united in ensuring that the government's policy is achieved. After all, it's one Bahamas, and this is powerful. So we look to see what Prime Minister Philip Davis has to say as the nation is on guard over Haiti surge. PM says the Royal Bahamas Defense Force is deploying to intercept migrants. So Prime Minister Philip Davis said the Royal Bahamas Defense Force is deploying significant assets, including surface vessels, aircraft, and 120 Royal Bahamas Defense Force personnel to combat illegal immigration amid Haiti's deepening crisis and a surge in attempts by undocumented migrants to enter Bahamian water. So the Royal Bahamas Defense Force has apprehended 247 people in recent weeks, including 50 Haitian migrants about 5 miles west of Belle Island on Saturday. Mr. Davis, our Prime Minister, said in a statement over the weekend that operations will focus on the northern coast of Haiti, the old Bahama Channel and the Windward Passage. He said the United States and the United Kingdom will position assets in the region and intelligence will be shared among Bahamian officials, the U.S. Coast Guard, the Turks and Caicos, and the Cuban Border Patrol. So that is what is taking place. We're going to send about 120 Defense Force officers as we move to protect the border. Meanwhile, in the nation's second city, scores of Haitians are being hidden in what one Haitian described now as in the central. Apparently, immigration has been focusing on suspected Airbnb shelters. But according to Haitian Mammy, they wouldn't come to the door and knock. And so as a result of that, everybody is still hiding. So I call on immigration to knock on the door and demand that these doors are open. And of course, according to the intelligence which I am sharing, you see, watch what's going on. No one has this kind of intelligence. No one has ever heard that Airbnb is a front for human smuggling. The first time you ever heard it in your life, you hear it right here on Freedom Mart. You see how valuable my intelligence is? They never fool me talking nonsense with Airbnb and running their own taxi service. It's a front for human smuggling, and it's being run by white people. Of course, they got some Negroes who are playing a major role in it, and what they have now done is they have reduced the amount of Negroes that they're smuggling into the United States. They're now using a smaller amount, okay? And I didn't know that the Americans, I can't say it. I really want to say I didn't know the Americans was that stupid, but I better not say that because America is a very powerful nation and I don't want them to hate me, but I didn't know they were that stupid. Don't they know that black people don't grow blonde hair? But everybody say, oh, he's a clown. He's a clown, eh? Well, they're smuggling into the United States. That's what's going on. And they're doing it under Airbnb. It is a front. Now they got Uber. So that's what's going on. So as we are stationed outside of Haiti, we're getting into Grand Bahama. They've cut the amount of people that they are now sending in to the U.S. It's kind of hot because immigration can be spotted, and so the smugglers are moving them from spot to spots. And I'm so sorry I can't come to Grand Bahama because I have certain fares, and one of the fares I have is plane. So if I didn't have that fare, I would have been tempted to come down to Grand Bahama to see how best I could assist. But listen to me, I didn't know it was such a wonderful industry. It's a great industry, and everybody's making money because the people who got Airbnb, they're making money. And we need to come up with a new policy that if people are going to rent Airbnb, they have to perhaps 48 hours in advance send the passport, the driver's license, and everything about anyone who's going to occupy it. But it's a wonderful, striving business, $7,000 per Negro Haitian, and you leave Nassau, you get down there on Grand Bahama, and everybody's making money. So I just want to warn immigration that those of you who might be involved, the time has come for you to be brave and capture, okay? And I have your defense. You tell the authorities that you were all working undercover, that you were never a part of the smuggling exercise, and let's catch these people. I'm opposed to the Haitians being smuggled into the United States. Honestly, I'm opposed to it. I prefer, if the Haitian is going to be somewhere, they should be here with me in the Bahamas. But I really don't want them to go to the United States. So let's do everything to discourage them from leaving Haiti. And for those who are here in the Bahamas, let's keep them in the Bahamas, okay? And let's close down that joint in Grand Bahama, because we've had a number of Haitian people who have drowned. And there are some Haitian citizens who want this to end, and so they're using me, say I'm being used. And I said, yeah, y'all could use me. Give me all the intelligence and I'll just talk it on the radio and TV. So this is what is taking place here. As the Prime Minister and the delegation has gone to Botswana. So this is good news, that we're going to do everything in our power to protect the borders. But I think I have them all on the run in Grand Bahama. Based on my sources, immigration has picked up, and I call on immigration to obey the law. Listen, obey the law, because you don't know. See, if I am able to infiltrate you from Nassau, and there's nothing to me, judge the United States with that level of sophistication, right? See, in my case, I only go by what people tell me. But the Americans have the ability to listen to your phone, to track you, and you will be caught the way it is being alleged that a custom officer has been caught in one of the family islands, because the people of a family island, they woke me up. I wondered what they wanted me to do. They gave me one big story about what is taking place. I haven't had a chance to ask the Commissioner of Police if all of this thing they're telling me is true. But this woman, she normally, when she speaks to me, I find her to be a saved woman, and I found her in no lies. So these are some of the things that is happening. It has to stop. There have been a number of Haitian people who have complained to me that their relative were not successful in arriving in Haiti, and they fear that they will drown. So I decided that we have to end that, all right? So every Bahamian on Grand Bahama, I want you to look out. And if you see anything suspicious, you call the police, okay? The only people I'm trusting down there now is the police. So immigration, you're gonna have a chance. Listen to me. Be careful that y'all are not indicted in the United States. So return to the rule of law and just capture everybody. All right? No smuggling. I think that's very important to point out, because it's horrible. There is a Haitian citizen who's been trapped there now for about 2 months, and she's very desperate. She doesn't know what to do, and she doesn't know what to do. And I am not prepared to give any advice, because I can't tell people to break the law. You see, if I suggest on national TV and radio that a person break the law, and the police discover that that person acted on my unlawful advice, then I've committed a crime and subject to prosecution. So I cannot say to a woman who believes that she is being held unlawfully that she should take a knife and chop a man. I have no authority to say that. That would be very unlawful. The most I could say to her is, push the door down and break off and run. That's the most I could do, if you're tired being moved from house to house. But for $7,000, it's big money. And that's what's going on as we try to maintain law and order. In Haiti, there's one big smuggling taking place in Grand Bahama. So there's big bucks that has entered Grand Bahama. So that's what's going on. And immigration now must go to every Airbnb and say good morning to whoever's living there, ask to see them. And you have to be prejudiced, okay? There has to be some racism in it. You're looking for people who are black, okay? If you find anybody who's not black, but falls in that category, you can take them into custody. But the people you're looking for, they're black, okay? They speak broken French, and many of them are now desperate because they are tired being locked up in these buildings. All right? This is Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. As Haiti's problem surges, the smuggling from New Providence to Grand Bahama continues. They're on their way to the United States. Save them! I prefer them to stay with me in Nassau. God save the King. Be right back. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. Bradley Roll is here with me, but you know, he is mourning the passing of his father, and I prefer him to just relax, right? These are sad things. His father, I knew his father, and if there is one young man that I know who should be proud of his father in every regard, that's Bradley Roll. His father is a wonderful, wonderful citizen, a great father. I knew him. Last week, you would recall that I drew to your attention that a prominent supporter of the Free National Movement had disappeared in Grand Bahama. And I was very, very disappointed that notwithstanding that Philip Stubbs, who we affectionately call Big Mama, had disappeared, there was no, on the face of it, organized attempt to find him. And I've known Mr. Stubbs for quite a long time, and we've always had a wonderful relationship, and I couldn't understand how is it that a senior citizen who walks away from his house wearing an F&M shirt could disappear, and the Free National Movement was not motivated to mobilize the party and to go in search of this senior stalwart. It was so terrible, but today I'm pleased that the leader of the Free National Movement, Michael Pintard, is calling on members of the public to now assist in searching for Mr. Stubbs. Any citizen and any senior citizen that disappears, it is always the duty of the state. It is always the duty of the society. It is always the duty of the community. It is always the duty of whatever civic or political organization that he's a part of to become sensitized, organized, and search. And I just couldn't understand it. But thank God, Michael Pintard is in the media telling the public. So I'm going to call firstly on F&Ms living on the island of Grand Bahama to organize a major search of that island to see if they can find that senior citizen. I then is going to turn to PLPs living on Grand Bahama, that this is an occasion for us to put aside politics. Obviously, Mr. Stubbs is not well for him to have just disappeared. And I want the PLP to join forces with good citizens on Grand Bahama and F&Ms and come together and search for my good friend Philip Big Mama Stubbs. I think it's very important, and I'm so saddened over the fact that he just disappeared without a trace. And certainly it's possible to find him before harm comes to him. So I call on the people of Grand Bahama to mobilize and to search that entire island and tell we can find Philip Big Mama Stubbs. He's about 80 years old, and when last seen, as is his custom, he was wearing an F&M shirt. So, my spiritual advisor, it's one of those occasions.
Yeah.
A senior citizen disappears, has high political profile, and of course he, I think, is a meritorious council member of the Free National Movement, and every F&M and every citizen of goodwill should go to Grand Bahama and participate in
Looking for him.
looking for him.
Okay.
All right? We don't want any harm to come to him. So
Did he go on a fishing trip or something like that?
I got the impression that he may have wandered away from home.
Oh.
You know? That's the impression I got. Let's listen to see what Michael Pintard had to say. There is this article that is attributed to Michael Pintard. Michael Pintard appealing for help to find missing Grand Bahama man. Free National Movement leader Michael Pintard is appealing for help finding Philip Big Mama Stubbs, who has been missing for almost a week. Mr. Stubbs, 80, was last seen on Monday, March 11, leaving his residence in the Caravel Beach area. He was wearing a red F&M shirt, dark colored trousers, flip-on shoes, and a baseball cap. Mr. Pintard said the F&M has organized and conducted a massive search effort for Mr. Stubbs, a meritorious council member. He's 80 years old, and there are challenges that go with aging. He said, we want to get him home as soon as we can. It is chilly, and those things give us cause for concern. As of today, we continue our search and urge anyone who may have seen Mr. Philip Stubbs to please get in contact with us and the police. We are anxious to have him home. Our hearts go out to his family. The family is going through a difficult time. Mr. Pintard said flyers and posters have been distributed. Foot searches have been conducted in several subdivisions, and drone aerial surveillance was carried out. Our plans include expanding search efforts to additional communities to raise the alarm. Pintard said, we will go out and continue our search. We ask persons who have drones to assist us. So this is good news. It's amazing. My work will never be done. But we have to find Philip Stubbs, a wonderful citizen, and he's a senior man, and he just went wandering, and it's been now 7 days, and no one has been successful in finding him. So I want to see the F&M pick up speed. I want the F&M to be motivated, and I call on F&Ms on the island of Grand Bahama to just mobilize non-stop search until you find him, and that would be powerful. What do you say about that, my spiritual advisor?
I agree.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I think that is powerful. Well, there's been some interesting talk in the judiciary, and while we do have an independent judiciary, citizens of goodwill must always look at the three arms of the state, and they are the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. I've been concerned over the last couple of years that slowly I've seen an erosion in the institution of justice, which concerns me. I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. Many, many years, it has always been the practice that a jury is comprised of 12 citizens, 12 members of your pair. But we saw under the Free National Movement, perhaps under Hubert Alexander Ingram, and I hope I am correct in identifying Mr. Ingram, where we saw the jury has been reduced from 12 to 9. That greatly distresses me. Yeah, I hear their argument, but I do not accept their arguments. But after all, who am I? I'm merely a layman, and they are the men who it is alleged are trained in the law. Now, they had some panel discussion the other day, and we saw former Chief Justices and former judges and current judges debating. And among the things that they debated was that we should now have that we should have trial without jury. I'm finding that very disturbing. And if only I knew when they were having that debate, I would have shown up and asked whoever was chairing it if I could have put a question to one of the former Chief Justices of our courts. You see, in this country, when we are debating these sensitive issues, we need to be able to remember. There was a man who was accused of a number of killings. This man was very, very jealous, and he had a woman who was believed not to have been saved. She was believed to have been a woman who had the gift of attracting many, many men. If she attracted your attention, you would mysteriously die. One day, you could be home, and the next thing your family hear is a gunshot, and you drop down dead. And so, systematically, as this woman fell in love with different men, those men who declared their love for her were killed. That is a true story. Nobody remembers that. Nobody remembers that. And so, one of these judges was hearing that case. And in the course of that case, something gone wrong that made that judge upset. Listen to me. He would be one of them judges who now want jury, who wants trial without jury. And notwithstanding that it appears, allegedly, that there was evidence to show that that Negro was just killing men who either proposed to his woman or may have had his woman. He just was killing you, killing you, killing you, killing you. The judge got mad one day and just dismissed the case. You heard me? Now, certainly, I wouldn't want him to be the judge trying a case by himself, because he has already demonstrated to me. I just don't feel like calling his name because I like him. See, I really like him. So I really don't want to call his name, right? I really don't want to start no row. But I was rather concerned as he just let him go on all them counts of murder. I may be wrong, but I think I'm right. Perhaps it was at least 3 murders that he let him go free on. Okay? I think, based on what he did, I would prefer jury trial. After all, we've had jury trial for hundreds of years. And these men who are advocating that we get rid of jury, they even ain't 80 yet. But they want me to accept what they say. practices and traditions that exist in our system for hundreds of years. They ain't 80 yet, and they want me to dismiss it. Well, I say no, because they ain't 80 yet. Who the heck do you think you are? You ain't 80 yet? And you want change? Practices and traditions that kept this society intact for hundreds of years? Hell no! But then, that's only me. I don't want to bring it up, because I'm only talking from the little thing I remember. And I've studied men like him. I met no man who loved as hard as he loved. His love is hard loving, because any man who's willing to kill you, if you look at his woman, if you wink at her, if you squeeze her, if you hold her, if you declare your love for her, that's hard love. All right? So I'm very concerned about what these judges and ex-judges and former judges are saying. I don't know. I really don't want to go into the archive to go find that case to bring it up. But I was rather distressed when His Lordship just released that man who killed all those men who declare their love for his woman. And I think in a way I understood his jealousy, because listen to me, that woman he had was gorgeous. Man, she was something. I've seen women, but she was gorgeous. She was so gorgeous, she was so beautiful, she was so delicious that he also killed her. She was gorgeous. Every time I saw her picture, I felt it was a sin. But I comfort myself to say that she was made by God, and she was God's creation. He was jealous. But somehow, as he stood in the prisoner's dock, he was able to hoodwink the judge. I won't call his name. I won't call his name. That is as much as I would say for the day on that. I don't know. Yeah, that is as much as I would want to say. But I'm opposed. I always think that my peers should try me. I think the Bahamian people should try me. They know me, right? They understand me. I could stand up and explain, man, I curse because the fellow walk on my toe, and he wouldn't say sorry, that's why I curse. And then the jury would say, okay, Monica, we understand, you're free to go. You know, jury of my peer. But I'm very concerned about what these judges, former Joe they be, okay? So I thought I'll tell that to you. And then there's another case involving judges. This is a very interesting case. This case is a fantastic case. I just love this case. This case involves a Conky Joe man. Every time I hear his name, I think of the story of Topsy. But his name is Toby. But I think about Topsy. You know the story of Topsy? Toby is a Conky Joe Bahamian who had a right to have land on Paradise Island. But my former Prime Minister, Dr. Hubert Minnis, and my former Attorney General, Carl Bettel, they did a despicable sin on Toby. Look what they did to Toby. And then, in the process, they prepared a contract, if I understood it correctly, and they send it to Toby. They all agree on the contract. Carl told Minnis, it is alleged, this contract is a good contract, this is fair, this is just, let's sign it. And Minnis then send it to Toby. It is alleged, and Toby, thinking that Minnis is truly an honorable man, and that Carl is too an honorable man. So Toby is alleged to have signed it. But they all agree to it. But Minnis didn't sign it. And Carl didn't say to Minnis, Minnis, would you sign it? If I understood it clearly. If I don't, I'm a layman. So I have a good excuse. And then Toby them end up in court. So Ian Winder would have heard the case and ruled against Toby and ruled in favor of the position that Minnis is alleged to have not taken. And then the next thing we know, Toby goes to the Court of Appeal, where two judges rule against Toby, but one judge ruled for Toby. But when you count it, 3, 2 is a majority. But one of the judges, it is alleged to have put meticulously the reason why he think a contract exists between the outgone F&M and Toby. It's a very interesting piece of legal argument, and it will be very interesting to see what will happen if Toby goes to the Privy Council in London, because that judge has clearly, from my perspective, as an unlearned man, as an uneducated man, as a layman, that judge has put a case like I've never seen before that demonstrate why he thinks Toby should win the case. So it's powerful, and who knows, I may come back to it, because I like this case. The case is juicy. It's a sweet, delicious case. This case is sweet. It's a beautiful case. I just love this case. And so we may have to come back to discuss this case. The case of Toby and the 3 judges. It's powerful. So I don't know, but we have to come back to it, because it's a beautiful case that I would want to discuss with you, members of the public, because I need to keep you all up to date with what is taking place in our courts. So this is indeed very, very powerful, very, very powerful indeed. My spiritual advisor, you have fruits?
Yeah, but Senator, before we do that, let's go back to Airbnb and Uber before you get yourself in trouble.
How am I going to get in trouble?
I don't know. Let me see if I can do this.
How am I going to get in trouble?
Just give me a second. I don't know if you understand these two very ingenious
Concepts?
products.
Okay, explain.
Airbnb, of course, it's an accommodation that's used by people all over the world, and it's a personalized thing where it's like a home away from home kind of concept. You can rent homes, you can rent rooms, you could rent condos,
yes,
you can rent apartments.
You can do that.
Right?
Right.
They have these things on Airbnb.
Right. And
of course, Uber is very similar to a taxi service. However, it's a bit more
I have a cousin who drives Uber.
Yeah. So, but to actually take this big brush and paint the whole brand.
What whole brand?
Paint the two of the brands. The paint
So there's a
Airbnb.
brand
The paint Airbnb
on the
and
island
paint
of
Uber
Grand
as a
Bahama.
smuggling.
On the island of Grand Bahama. My spiritual advisor, I'm not talking about Airbnb in Miami.
So you have to be very specific.
I don't have to be Airbnb in Grand
But don't
Bahama.
say that it is a gateway for smuggling.
It is a gateway for smuggling in Grand Bahama.
Wow. Do you think that every single Airbnb in Grand Bahama is used for human smuggling? Do you know how many Airbnbs exist in Grand Bahama?
How much? I want immigration to know.
You probably don't. Wow.
Tell them so they could go to everyone.
But Senator, come on.
My spiritual advisor. Airbnb.
So there are no honest Airbnb
I don't
operators in
know. I
Grand
can
Bahama
only talk about
who using their
I don't
business
know.
as a means of
If you
smuggling.
know,
Man.
speak for them. I am talking about the fact
Senator, you
that
gotta be more responsible
my
than that,
spiritual advisor, immigration
You have to be a bit more
came. Listen to me. Immigration came to the door, but ain't gone inside. I want you to listen to me. Right? Grand Bahama, it's Airbnb, and they're now driving an Uber. Every cab driver, stop Uber. It's smuggling.
Wow.
This is Freedom March. God said to coming out of the Bahamas. Let's stop the smuggling on Grand Bahama. This is powerful. Law and order today. We can stop it. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. My spiritual advisor is Bradley Roll. Bradley, do we have birthdays today?
Yes, we do have quite a bit of birthdays today. Let's see. Yes, starting with this young man at the top. Oh, sorry. So we want to wish a very special happy birthday to Inspector Tawan Hannah. It's coming from his mother, Miss Lewis, and family. Happy birthday to Inspector Tawan Hannah. All the best to you. We hope you enjoy your birthday, and of course, we hope you live to enjoy many, many more. Go ahead, Miss Producer. We also would like to wish a very special happy birthday greetings out to Stacy Lee, coming in from her husband Junior Lee, family and friends and members of Party and Pace Saxons, Shaq, and the entire Shell Saxon superstars. Enjoy your day, Stacy Lee, and all the best to you. All right, so then we want to say a happy, beautiful birthday to this lady, Mrs. Jacinta Turnquest. It's coming from your husband, Paul Turnquest, your children, Nisa, Jason, Janet, and Isaiah. Also from your mother, Carrie May, and brothers and sisters, especially Janice. So happy birthday, Mrs. Jacinta Turnquest. We hope you live to enjoy many, many more. And a very special happy birthday to this youngster. His name, very happy third birthday to Malachi Dwight Barry Burrell. It's coming from his mother, Maisha, his dad, Don, his nanas, Michelle Barry and Diane, his uncle, Dante Barry, his grandma, Bernie Carroll, his grand aunt, P.S. Pedro Ramin, and numerous family and friends. So happy third birthday, Malachi Dwight Barry Burrell. All right, and then we want to wish this young lady here a very special happy birthday. Let's see, happy birthday wishes for Joan Thompson. Her birthday today, coming in from Rashad Thompson and Lamar Thompson. They want to wish you a very special day, and they hope you live to enjoy many, many more. Sorry, who else do we have, Miss Producer? All right, so this young lad here. Let me see. Yes, a very special congratulations goes out to Aiden Forbes on achieving a 3.42 GPA at Jordan Prince William School, coming from his parents, Deandra and Ronaldo, brother, grandparents, aunts, uncles, family, and friends. The sky's the limit for you, Aiden Forbes, in achieving this 3.42 GPA. All the best to you. Congratulations, and continue to excel and do well. And then, what else? We got a shout out. Let's see, we'll do a shout out. Congratulations to Amory Forbes for making on the roll at Government High School. It's coming from your parents, Deandra and Ronaldo, your brother, grandparents, aunts, uncles, family, and friends. They're proud of you. You're excelling. Continue to do well. And of course, congratulations for making the honor roll at GHS. All right. That's it? Oh, sorry. And I'd like to say a very special thanks for this wonderful fruit basket. Thank you so much. This is coming from the PMP group. You just know how to make people feel great. You sent a very wonderful card. And I am so thankful to you for this basket. Very, very thankful to you. Thank you so much. And it says your father was a wonderful person, and he will be missed. Our sincere condolences to you and your family, Bradley, during this difficult time of mourning the loss of your beloved father. We are here for you in any way we can be. Lots of love from the PMP group with deepest sympathy and warmest thought. I thank you so much, the People Meeting People group. Thanks so much, Jessica, for personally delivering this basket to me. I love you guys, honestly I do. I thank you so much for your wonderful thoughts and prayers for me and my family during this time of loss. God bless you, and God continue to be with you and keep you all. And thank you so much for your thoughtfulness. Thank you, PMP. God bless. And not only that too, for all those who've been sending text messages and phone calls, and who's been sending my family condolences, we thank you. We are just so grateful to you for all of your kind words and thoughts during this very, very, very difficult time. Thank you to the Ruralville community for all the thoughts and prayers. Thank you so much to the Highbury Park Church of Christ, its officers and members. Thank you so much for all those who are part of the Freedom March Facebook chat group, all of the condolences and thoughts. I am just so thankful. My family wishes to thank you so much for everything that you've been doing for us so far. We are grateful, and we pray that you continue to keep us in your thoughts as the days come and the time draws near to finally lay my father to rest. I just have a new level of respect and love for you people, Bahamian on the whole. All those who know me have been sending all these kind words. And of course to the Breakfast Club that I am a part of, and everyone. If I miss anybody, forgive me. But thank you. I am just so grateful to you for all of your thoughts, your kind words, and your sentiments during my father's loss. All right? Thank you so much. Back to you, Sandra.
Thank you, my spiritual advisor. I just received intelligence from Grand Bahama. Apparently a Negro female resident of Grand Bahama wanted us to know that Hiram Lewis was the first FNM member of Parliament to organize a search on the island of Grand Bahama for Mr. Philip Big Mama Stubbs. Well, I'm happy to hear that, and I think Hiram should continue to search. So this is great. Every citizen on that island should assist in finding Philip Stubbs, and that's the way it should be done. So I'm happy on what I'm hearing. Well, having said that to you, there is another part of that story involving a panel discussion which a number of judges and retired ones, they participated in at Bahama, whether or not we should have trial by jurors. And of course, they have raised issues perhaps bordering on the integrity of the juror. And of course, one can also do the same thing with judges. Many of you were small, so you would not recall the learned magistrate, a very short Negro man, who the central, or should I say the criminal investigation department, they set him up. He had a whole case. He was doing his own thing, and he agreed to accept a bribe. And the next thing he knew, he was arrested and charged. So if you're dealing with human being, there's always the possibility of corruption It's always a possibility. So you can have corruption among jurors, and you can have corruption right in the heart of the court. So it's a question of integrity. It's a question of, if you find the judge being dishonest, are you willing to chop his hands off? And if you find the jury being dishonest, will you also chop the jury hands off? But I think we should always have trial by jury. And notwithstanding the fact that the president of the Court of Appeals, Sir Michael Barnett, has argued that in Trinidad, their citizens have a choice. They can decide whether or not they want to be tried by a juror, or they can determine whether or not they want to be tried by a judge. Well, that's good for Trinidad. But here in the Bahamas, I still think that we should have trial by jury. And Sir Michael used one example as to why perhaps trial by juror is not a good idea. And the one he used is a rather complex one. What if a person is accused of fraud? And perhaps the education of the jurors are such that they will not be able to understand that. They may not be able to understand the dishonesty, the duplicity of fraud, and therefore would not be the qualified or the right citizens to hear the matter. Okay, that sounds good, but notwithstanding that, I think juror trial. I don't want to bring up old stories. What I like is when these arguments come up 30 years later. It's like 30 years later, I'm able to go back 30 years back and say, don't mind what they're saying. This is what His Lordship did. Or this is what Her Ladyship did. So it's about whether or not people are honest, right? We did have a female magistrate. She just ruled because the lawyer, he was dressed in the tees and he distracted her. That's all he did. And every time she caught herself, he put his pants in the tees and she did all kind of foolishness. All right? By the time she left the bench, she was suing the government for $4,000. But they forget that. And I could see her, short little Negro lady, was looking for love, and there was only one member of the Bahamas bench who was willing to provide her with love. And he went to court wearing the tees, and every time he pulled his pants in the tees, she lost control. That's a fact, and it's documented. So you got to watch out for me. So let's go back to the jury. Other than that, I will have to tell you about the late magistrate who all you had to do is to pull your pants tight in the tees, and she ruled. And in one of her rulings, she returned $300,000 worth of quilos. And the late Paul Thompson, who just passed away, he stalled on the quilos and ran to Perry Christie, who was then Minister of Health, and got Christie to declare quilos illegal. So, you know, ain't nothing perfect. Let's stick with the jury, okay? Other than that, I have to bring up old talk, and I don't bring up these old talks, because it appears that only me remember these old things. Y'all remember the woman? Short little woman? Short. Right? Short little woman. And there was only one problem she had. She needed love. And there was only one man in the entire legal profession who was willing to fool her. And he was a master at it. And when he finished with her, all she used to do is sign order. Only person she couldn't fool was Paul Thompson. Couldn't fool him. So, that's it. My spiritual advisor, anything that I am missing?
No, I don't.
Anything that you think I should be saying?
But I didn't take a look at the I didn't take a look at the newspapers to see what is in there. I'm just so preoccupied with other things, to
Okay.
be honest.
Well,
Okay, nation on guard over Haiti's surge.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Royal Bahamas Defense Force is deploying to intercept migrants. Yeah, because
Yeah.
apparently there are quite a bit of them that are fleeing.
they caught
Haiti.
some off Bell Island on Saturday.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think some may have been caught just off the Exuma chain at some point.
Okay.
On the weekend. Some, 50 migrants or something like that?
Okay.
Were caught. Yeah, some 50 Haitian migrants were apprehended on Saturday about 5 nautical miles west of Bell Island.
Okay.
The vessel was originally sighted 8 miles southwest of Staniel Key,
Yes.
and the Royal Bahamas Defense Force assets stationed at Matthew Town were deployed to detain the migrants. And you know, the reality is that this situation with Haiti, it's a really bad situation. But what I find to be so disheartening is no one wants to deal with Haiti at the heart of the matter.
What is the heart of the matter?
The heart of the matter with Haiti is that the Haitian people feel that they have been exploited, used, and influenced by the United States of America and France.
Really?
And as a result of that, they've suffered so much and not able to elect who they feel or they think would be the best to run their country.
Really?
I know America and France may have a different view of that, but that's
Okay.
the issue. I think right now as it stands that the violence in Haiti doesn't seem to me isn't improving because the meeting that was held in Jamaica, as far as they're concerned, still does not deal with what they want.
Okay.
They're just tired of the outside influence.
What is it that the Haitians want? What do we want?
They're saying that the road to power is by uninfluence, outside influence as far as elections concerned. They want to be able to elect the persons who they feel.
But don't they know that's impossible? One of the major debates in the United States is that the Russians elected Trump. Come now.
So
if-
political interference is all over.
Yeah, if the Americans are alleging that Russia elected Trump and these white people, you think an island with a bunch of impoverished Negroes can ever have that kind of freedom? Don't forget now, the Americans say they ain't had no free election. Do you know what it is for Russia to make them millions of Americans vote for Trump? That's what the Americans say.
All right.
All right?
You know, that's
you tell the
the
Haitians,
issue.
I say, when the time comes, just vote.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that they're trying their best to get their message out, although, you know,
You seem
some of the things
you seem
that's
to
going
be
on.
sympathetic now.
Well,
Why
what
have
you know,
you
what is
changed?
interesting? A lot of things in life are not always as they seem. In the case of Haiti, you need to go back and go back and go back. to when,
You are now with us.
Sandra, one thing, see, for me, I like truth.
This is powerful.
You know,
Well,
if
I'm
you
happy.
need to go back to the history of Haiti,
Yes.
back to the revolution.
Back to the revolution.
When they would have, you know, beaten the French and
Yes.
gained independence as
Yeah.
a first black, free African nation.
Oh,
You know,
speak my spiritual advisor.
what was done to them as far as reparations
Yeah.
concerned, the French felt as if they should
Look what
pay
happened to them in modern time. Look what happened to them in modern time.
Yeah.
The United Nations send them into Haiti, said to maintain law and order. What did the UN troops did? They nanny in the river
Yeah, cholera
and give
was-
the Haitian
yeah,
cholera.
yeah.
And now we still won't go into Haiti. Man, leave them Haitians alone.
But then what should have happened that did not work for them was when Papa and Baby Doc came to power. That was the darkest part of their history. when it should have not been that way.
Well, that all
You know,
depends.
that-
For many Haitian,
Papa and Baby Doc exploited, raped, and
no.
They did
For
a lot
many-
of damage to Haiti.
yeah, that depends on who you're talking to. If you're talking,
Or depends on who's telling the story.
yeah, if you're talking to the
Papa Doc and Baby Doc were no good. That's why Papa
If
Doc
you were talking
had
to
his
the
own
Tonton
separate
Macoutes.
right, that was his army that he used. It was a gang.
If
The
you-
Tonton Macoutes like a gang. It seems as if that's
spiritual advisor.
the road they went down
spiritual
that
advisor.
really hurt them.
in international politics, we are saying coming out of the United Nations that there, out of the United States, that there are many groups that are supporting the various political organizations. When you listen to what they're saying, they're gangsters. Some are redneck, some are blackneck.
But do you know what the Tonton Macoutes did to the Haitian community?
What did they do?
You know the thousands of people they executed?
Yeah, a lot
The
of
women
that.
they raped?
A lot of that
The
is
amount of money that
propaganda.
was stolen? As a matter of fact, Baby Doc.
A lot of that is
Baby
propaganda.
Doc, when he went into exile,
Yeah.
he took about $150
That's not
million
true.
with
That's
him.
propaganda.
He took about $150 million.
That's propaganda. That's propaganda. Baby Doc
You
returned to
call it-
Haiti.
you call it
Let's look at the
propaganda.
facts. You want to look at the facts? Baby Doc.
He went
return-
into exile, no? He went into France.
Did he return to Haiti?
Well,
Answer my question.
yes, at some point he did.
And did he live a peaceful life?
Yeah.
Huh?
You know where he is now, right?
Where's he?
Isn't he in France?
Baby Doc
He
dead,
died, okay.
man.
So both
He
Papa,
more-
so Papa and Baby Doc is dead.
My spiritual advisor.
Okay,
so let's go back to our roots.
But what I'm saying though,
He moved.
when he first went into exile,
Yes.
so he didn't carry any money with him.
My spiritual advisor.
That's what I'm saying. Papa and Baby Doc was just
My spiritual advisor.
they were some black
My spiritual
Haitians
advisor.
who were supposed to have made
Stop
a
it.
difference.
Stop cursing us. If you call us black Haitian again, bap.
But, I mean, yeah. I mean,
I'm saying that.
they were Negroes who were supposed to make a difference for Haiti, and they
My
didn't.
spiritual advisor around
That was
the
the tipping
world.
point.
My spiritual advisor around the world, you've had leaders who have not been the best,
And Papa Doc and Baby Doc were
Right?
two of them.
right? Baby Doc was
They did a
cool.
lot of damage to Haiti, though.
Oh, relax.
They
Baby
did a
Doc, Baby
lot of
Doc was
damage.
cool.
That's not true, man.
Papa
Santa,
Doc.
man. Come on. There was no difference between Papa and Baby Doc. That's father and son.
Anyway,
You know, and you know how Papa Doc really got into power. He's a doctor, and he was able to.
why are you pushing propaganda?
Do you know what he did that convinced Haitians to put him in power?
What did he do?
Wasn't there some rare skin disease that Haitians suffered from?
Really?
And he was able to
Oh, I was not aware of
bring in
that.
some either penicillin or something like that.
Really?
that cured. Yeah.
All kind of
And
lies.
he gained a lot of political
You must be able to distinguish the difference between the truth and propaganda.
propaganda.
Yeah.
But he was a doctor.
Yeah, he was a doctor.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of doctor was he?
We-
Do you know where he studied? He studied in America.
You know how many doctors we have been in power here in this country? Huh?
As a matter of fact, the last president that left Haiti and went to Kenya, you know, he was a doctor.
Who's that?
Ariel Henry. He's a neurosurgeon.
Really?
Absolutely.
Okay.
He's a neurosurgeon. But his story, of course, is another story. But they're saying that this meeting that they had in Jamaica was a slap in the face.
Meaning what?
That isn't what they want. They don't want you all to choose for us who must be our
I quite
president.
agree with them.
We
the
want that
Haitians-
choice.
The Haitians must have the right to choose their leader.
I agree. You know,
If they
and-
want a voodoo priest to lead the country, why not? Japan got one voodoo man in
yeah,
charge.
but don't do it. It's amazing.
What?
Well, okay.
Say?
Well, if that's what they want, okay.
My spiritual
That's
advisor.
their choice, but
In
that won't make it good.
In Japan, the government does not believe in Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Right?
I understand.
But you don't say anything about that.
Yeah. Okay. That's why I said to you. If that's
Right?
What they, yeah. Okay. Okay. If that's what they want, then let them choose.
Yeah, if they want a voodoo priest, right? Why not? If they want Baron Samedi. Huh? If they want Baron Samedi, what am I to do about that?
Discourage it.
Me? There's nothing I can do about
Because
that.
it's blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord. And we all know who that Lord is.
Well, you should go to Haiti and spread the gospel.
Absolutely.
Yeah. This is powerful.
But we hope they find a way. It does seem as if it's going to be very difficult in this generation for Haiti to, become a state where they could be normal and bring some sort of order back to the country. Because right now, as it's done, you have almost 1 million people that is in the straits of being probably starving to death, about 1 million as a result of the chaos. And if it continues, it's just going to worsen the situation. It's not going to make any better. So, and of course now they're fleeing the country. They really want to go to America, to tell the truth. They don't want to come here.
Should the Bahamas be stopping them from going to Miami?
Well, once they enter our waters, we have a right to intercept them.
What if they're not in our waters?
If they're international, then that's a different case.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a different case.
I think whoever won't go to Miami, let the people in Florida stop them.
So I believe right now as it stands that officially the airports are closed in Haiti.
Okay.
That makes it difficult for a lot of folks,
This is Freedom March. God save the people of Haiti. Long live Haiti. Long live the Haitian people. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Long live the Bahamian people. Long live the Bahamian people. God save the King, King Charles III, and the entire royal family. God save the King. I'll be right back after the break. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. Bradley Roll is my spiritual advisor. And of course, this is the time in which we invite members of the public to call us in. Bradley, you can take it, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely. But Sam, this fruit basket smells.
Tell me this fruit basket.
This smells so good. Woo!
It's beautiful, isn't
Listen, you all need to be inside the studio to smell the aroma coming from this fruit basket. This, especially this pineapple and strawberry mix.
So your pineapple,
this is
strawberry.
This is the biggest fruit basket I've ever seen.
Wow.
They spent a lot of money in this, from apple and oranges.
You will love my
bananas,
spiritual advisor.
Cantaloupe, strawberries, pineapple, plums, grapes.
Wow.
Wow.
It's great.
All kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So whoever wants to come and get some, you can get some. But the numbers to call is 323-7775 is the number to call. Let me just take this to my mother, though.
That's what I was waiting to hear you say.
Let me just take this to my mom.
Take it to your mom, my spiritual advisor.
Yeah, 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775 and 698-0776. You can call us. We got 20 minutes, 24 minutes. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Hello?
Good afternoon. You're live.
Yeah, this is spiritual advisor.
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Yeah, this is your cousin. Good afternoon, Mr. Monka.
Hello, my dear. How are you?
I see him out moving.
Yes,
I'm here.
He's talking.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, okay. I'm spiritual advisor. I
Yes,
have
ma'am.
like even condolences to cousin Lakehill.
Yes, ma'am.
Roll. The last time I spoke to him, we met at the food store. He was doing some little shopping and stuff like that, and we talked. He said, "You better get back in the church." I said, "Yeah, cause I'm coming back to the church." And
Yes, ma'am.
he just laughed and he said, "Well, you have a blessed day." I said, "You too, sir."
Yes, ma'am.
Cousin, Bradley.
Yes, ma'am.
How much more and your mommy partner left? Cause I think only Berta and your mommy now, eh?
It's Berta,
Nancy
last
day.
It's Berta and Mom. They're the last two. And then, of course, we have an uncle that's still alive in the United States, Harcourt. You remember him?
Oh, yeah, because I know Joe died.
Yeah, Joe died, yes.
Yeah.
So they get
Yeah,
three.
we have like different condolences and things like that. And the people from Black Point, Roseville, Barratari,
Yes, ma'am.
and everybody's sending their condolences out to you.
Yes, ma'am, I appreciate
and my brother
that.
Holly Taylor, Branson Rose brother-in-law.
Yes.
From Black Point.
Black Point, yes.
Yeah, he said I must give you my his condolences.
I appreciate that. Tell him I appreciate
tell him
it,
the best day,
okay?
Miss
You do the same.
Martha.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Hi, leader.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, leader. You speaking to me, man?
I am
see you moving him out.
Woman, behold your leader.
Yes. Let's open
Thank
the
you.
mouth when I talk.
I shall.
Okay.
Do well. Be safe.
Yeah, and you too, darling.
Okay.
Take care. Bye-bye. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Roll. How are you, sir?
Good afternoon. Thank you.
Yeah, man, my brother, I have my greatest sympathy on the passing of your father.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you.
I couldn't get you on Friday to tell you that, but anyhow, I hope everything is well.
Hey, thank you so much, and God bless you.
Good. How's mommy taking it?
It's difficult.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, she's a strong woman, but she's difficult.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, go ahead.
Drew, tell me something. Do you know about Papa Duck and Baby Duck was from?
Which part of Haiti?
They was not from Haiti, you know.
They weren't Bahamians, eh?
They were Bahamian.
They will never be Bahamian. That is not true. The Valier was,
You always talk
the
about
Valier was not a Bahamian, and Baby Duck is not a Bahamian. Now you
Where
stop
Papa Duck
that.
was from?
They're
Say
not
it again?
Frenchmen?
Say it again?
Where Papa Duck was from?
Haiti.
Where part of Haiti was from?
He's not a Bahamian. And
Are you a Bahamian?
no. I always wonder where my parents then find me.
You need to go back to Haiti, you know.
I ain't going, not now.
Why you don't go now?
We fighting war. I can't go. I got to stay here. And when the war is over, I'll return.
No, you need to go now because you was one what they call it you was one of the people who got the Bahamas corrupt.
Okay. Bye.
323-7775. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Well, I'm gone.
Sir,
How are you doing?
listen, I'm fine. How are you?
Hello to you and Space Advisor.
You're kind.
Yes, thank you so
Hey,
much.
listen, I was reading that thing with Toby in the Tribune this morning, right?
Yes.
And I would venture to say, if that case go before the Privy Council, even though it was 2-1, I'm sure they would come down on the side of Mr. Barnett.
Wow. What?
I mean, he went through that and he picked that to pieces. And the only thing, they probably didn't have a written agreement, but if you look at the circumstances, the correspondent that came from the Attorney General office and the correspondent that came from the Prime Minister office at the time,
Yes.
there was no indication that any further negotiations need to take place. But if that was you would have come to the conclusion that everything is finished. Like what the Barnett said.
Yes.
There was nothing else to say but put in the
In fact, Minnis and his Attorney General, they send the contract to Toby, inviting Toby to sign and send it back to them for them to sign. But Minnis
Right.
ain't saved and Carl Bettel is half saved. You're right.
Yes, based on that, the clear indication was there was no need for any further negotiation.
I concur with you.
That was the Barnett said.
Yeah.
But I might can say Mr. Barnett is one of the best, we call it, they had in this town. We call
Chief
it
Justice?
the Privy Council.
Well, he is
He's
still
very learned. He's very learned.
He's still president of the Court of Appeal.
You need a man like him on the bench. And the thing is, he picks you like, anybody can understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
Sometimes we are fooled because the majority was 2-1.
Yeah.
But like I say, if that go before the Privy Council, I'm sure they would come down on the side of Mr. Barnett.
Well, I really didn't want to say that.
But maybe is then able to read. If you read it,
Yeah, you are correct.
in my little bit of police knowledge I had tells me that Mr. Barnett's ruling was a good one.
Very scientific.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, then thank you, Mr. Marco.
Do well,
Take
my
care.
brother.
Okay, bye-bye. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Good afternoon. Tell that gentleman to leave our spiritual advisor alone.
Okay, we'll tell him that.
All right. Okay. I would like to send happy birthday to Pastor Reverend Dr. Keith Russell in Freeport from his wife Dee Dee and family and friends.
Yes.
And sympathy goes out to spiritual advisor.
Thank you so
All
much.
the best and take care of yourself and
Yes,
be
ma'am.
strong.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so
And
much.
happy birthday to Carla Claire from my husband, mother, family, and friends.
We thank
and
you.
Sympathy goes out to Iris Smith and people on the passing of her sister Rita Smith and Abaco. That's coming from Queenie Gibson and Freeport. And you all have a good one.
All right, you
Do
too.
well,
Take care now.
Queenie.
Okay, all right. Well-
You all have a good one.
Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Listen, I called to find out what happened to the eggs would come through Wamsi.
The eggs?
Supervisor, you don't sell the eggs would come from Wamsi anymore.
From Bamsey?
Yeah. The eggs.
Oh, so
Chicken
where,
egg, yeah.
so where Super Value egg come from?
You have to ask him to turn his radio down, please. Yeah.
They come from a
Oh, sorry about that call. You have to turn your radio down. You're getting some feedback. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Yes, sir. Very blessed and blessed.
Good afternoon.
Ezekiel, speak it.
Yes, Mr. Spiritual Advice from my mom, Melanie, brother, and my dad and their brother, Mr. Monica.
So,
I'm going to find out who passed away from you. Come on, sympathy. I hear somebody say, they give you that sympathy.
My father, my dad passed away.
Oh, my sympathy.
Thank you. Thank you.
After all, you need to read. And God respect me and this is for free, my dear mother and sister. That sorrow that heaven cannot cure. And you can continue and stand still and watch the salvation of the Lord. And as long as Christ is in the vessel, you smile at the storm. Have a blessing. No, God.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, man.
thank you, Ezekiel.
Thank you. Welcome to Freedom March. Call. Yeah, he still has his radio up.
Hello.
Freedom March. Good afternoon.
Yes. How are you?
Fine. How you doing, sir?
Okay. I called a little while ago. Happened to the chicken eggs what come from Bamsey.
The chicken what?
Eggs.
Oh,
What
okay.
come from Bamsey.
Okay.
So while you started to sell them, but they're not selling them now.
Oh, I didn't know. I got some eggs from Super Value and I thought they were Bamsey egg.
No, the Bamsey eggs have their name on them.
Okay,
Oh, okay. All right.
okay.
But you don't see them in Super Value anymore.
No.
So,
I want to know where, because I believe they're still coming from Bamsey, but I believe they still come from Bamsey, but who's selling them?
I'll have to ask Mr. Roberts, but I always thought that every
Mr.
egg...
Roberts?
Yeah.
Rupert
No,
Roberts.
Mr. Roberts is a competition, you know.
Yeah, but didn't he used to sell them?
Yeah, so that's why he's selling them no more, because his foreign egg is not selling.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought...
You have to find them from the Bahamian people.
Okay. I thought all them egg in his store was from Bamsey.
Which ones are best?
No.
Okay.
No, all of his egg is foreign egg.
Okay, I didn't know that. I thought they were from Andres.
No, not that.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'll find out. I'll find out.
So who are you? I mean, fertilizer.
Which eggs are best?
Fertilizer.
Hey.
Let me tell you something. Our baby dog is a Haitian born, and Papa dog is a Bahamian born.
No, Papa Doc was never born in the Bahamas. That is not true.
With that bald head man thing.
That is not true. That is Haitian propaganda.
Yeah, baby dog is a Haitian born.
And where Papa Doc was born?
Papa Doc is a Bahamian.
Which
That is
island?
not true.
Which island?
He went down he went down to Haiti from the Bahamas.
That is not true.
Which island?
Inagua. He wants to say
From the
Inagua.
Bahamas, Nassau.
That's not true.
I never heard that one.
Well, well, you.
I've heard that one, but that's propaganda.
Yeah. You always let people know what you want them to know.
Listen, man.
You let people know what you want to know.
Papa Doc was never a Bahamian citizen. But now, we Haitian don't mind y'all calling him a Bahamian.
Papa Doc is Gowalia. Gowalia is his name.
Yeah.
Gowalia is his name.
Yeah, we have a lot of Duvalier in the Bahamas. They're
His name is
Haitians.
Gowalia.
Yes, Duvalier.
Right.
Right. But Duvalier is Le Français. It's the French. All right?
Yeah, but he's a Bahamian. You have a nice day.
He's not a Bahamian. You stop that. All right?
Born in Port-au-Prince, April the 14th of 1907. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live. 323-7775, 6980-775, 6980-776. I've heard people saying that. Welcome to Freedom March, caller.
I'm Future Advisor.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. Mr. Monk, how you doing?
I am fine.
Now he has
The
something
people
on.
who say Dubai born in the Bahamas, I know you.
All right.
I know you.
Campe
That's
Bouquet.
three brothers.
Yes.
They come from French colony named Martinique.
Yes.
Two stay in Agua. Dubai, that Papa Doc Valley, go to Haiti.
Yes,
You understand?
I accept that.
You understand what I'm saying?
I understand, Daddy. Oui, oui.
All right, thank you, caller. Thank you so much. 323-777-5, welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
I am calling about situation in Saudi Lutra.
Yes.
The situation in Saudi Lutra with the water situation, you could hardly get any water.
They ain't fixed that yet?
The water is always off, and then the light is always off. If you don't bathe before 4 o'clock, you can't bathe no more for the night. It's ridiculous in Saudi Lutra.
Who is your MP?
Clay Sweeting is the MP for South.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to call Mrs. Sweeting because
right.
I'm certain he wouldn't want that to happen.
I mean, because we have a big Easter holiday coming up. A lot of folks going to be on the island.
Okay. I'm going to speak to Clay Sweeting. I'm certain he would be opposed to that. He's a good man. Okay?
Please, Mr. Monkey, I will appreciate that.
Take it from me. I'm going to speak to him, and I'm going to start by calling his permanent secretary. And they will have to fix that. All right?
Thank you.
Thank you so much, caller.
Okay.
Take care. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live. Caller, you there? Welcome to Freedom March, caller.
Hello, good afternoon. Spiritual advisor.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hey, good day, Brother Micah.
So,
Allow me to send my condolence to Brother Spiritual Advisor on behalf of the Member of Parliament and the people of the Bambuta constituency.
okay.
I'll be coming from the Speaker of those Assembly and a team, and also me being a part of the team. The condolence on passing of your father.
Thank you.
Remember, I thought when the other ruler died, the other pastor ruler died in Pinewood. I thought that was your dad at the time, but you correct that quickly.
That's the other role, yeah.
But this is your father now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, condolences to us, to your parents, your mom now.
Yes, absolutely.
And you and your whole family, man.
Thank you so much.
We will be praying for you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
We
that,
will
man.
be there to support you in any which way because your father's church is a part of our constituency.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
We will be there.
Thank you so much.
Okay, sir?
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
God bless you, man.
Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir.
All right. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live.
Well, good day, spiritual advisor.
Yes. How are you?
Listen to me. You and Rodney Mongas, celebrities in Andres, we always listen to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys are an immaculate guy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I want you to write to Mr. Monga. Oh my goodness, he's a great man. I wish he could run for Prime Minister in the next election.
Sounds good.
I'm too old now, but thank you for those kind words.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you guys do great. Say that to you and don't get mad at one another now.
Sometimes you do,
we,
but it's
we will
all
never
good.
get mad.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
Take
sir.
care.
You're kind.
323-7775. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, caller. Go ahead. Turn your radios down.
Hello, spiritual advisor.
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Fine.
Great.
Good afternoon, Mr. Montar. How are you?
Listen, I'm fine, my dear. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm calling to give you.
You're calling to
Wait,
give him
let's-
sympathies?
Are you there, caller? All right. So we lost that call. 323-7775. Welcome to Freedom March.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. You're live.
Condolences to your family, to you and your family.
I appreciate you.
Hi, Mr. Monker.
Hello, my dear.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I love you guys so much.
Thank you.
And you guys are doing an awesome job, okay?
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you.
Continue to do well.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you so
God
much.
bless you.
God
Thank
bless
you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. 323-7775, 6980-775, 6980. Welcome to Freedom March, call. You're live.
Good afternoon, Bill.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Monga.
Sir,
Yeah, I just want you have my sympathies on the passing of his father.
Yeah, thank you so much. God
I
bless.
hope he was saved and he was baptized in the name of Jesus Christ.
Absolutely, for the remission of
Amen.
sins.
Amen to that. But Mr. Royal, if Mr. Monka was that prime in this country, we'll be speaking Creole for the rest of our life. But I'm serious about the Bahamas is for Bahamians, and the prime minister will take over the situation before we start speaking Creole for truth. So have a blessed day.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, they're taking every step too. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Spiritual advisor Bradley.
Yes, sir.
I want to extend my condolences to you on the passing of your father.
I appreciate that.
This is Kenyatta. I don't know if you used to frequent our barbershop, Tito and Kenyatta.
Oh, yes. It's been a while.
So I'm listening to you guys now, and I heard that your father passed. So I
Yes.
want to extend my condolences.
I appreciate you, man. God
God
bless
bless,
you.
man.
Yes, take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
323-7775, 6980-775, 6980-776. We lost that call. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Hi, spiritual advisor. How you doing today?
Thank you so much. God bless you. How are you?
Mr. Monka, how you doing?
Listen, I'm fine. Praise the Lord. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm calling to give my deepest sympathy to the spiritual advisor.
Yes.
So much.
Mr. You be encouraged, okay?
Thank you so
This
much.
too shall pass.
Absolutely.
And we're praying for you on this end.
I appreciate you. Have a nice day. Appreciate you.
Okay, sir.
Take care. Okay, bye-bye. 323-7775 is the number to call. 6980-775, 6980-776. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Hello.
Good afternoon, caller. You're live.
Good afternoon, Mr. Monica. Good afternoon, spiritual advisor.
Yes,
Hello, my
ma'am.
dear.
How are you?
I'm calling spiritual advisor to give you your condolence on the passing of cousin Fran,
Yes, ma'am.
cousin,
Yes, ma'am.
and your mom, Miss Minnie, and it's coming from the Mackey family.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Hi,
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good and you.
I'm doing great. Thank you so much.
My condolences to your father.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
That's great. Now, I was listening to the talk show while y'all was talking, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And I didn't like the part when y'all said ministers and saved.
When they said,
Menace was not saved.
okay.
Okay.
Who said that?
Okay.
We will pray for him then.
But you think it's right for us to judge a person?
By their
I'm not
fruits.
asking.
I'm answering you. By their fruits you shall know them.
Uh-huh.
That's
Yeah.
what Jesus said.
Okay.
Yeah.
One more thing I would like to, but I don't know if it could be a talk now or a talk later.
Okay.
But the owners of Coca-Cola, KFC, and Bahamas Food Service was told that the Chinese own them.
The Chinese own Coca-Cola?
Yes.
Says who?
I'm asking, but I was told that.
Oh, I don't know.
What if KFC and Bahamas Food Service?
I didn't get the second question.
I was told, that's what I'm asking. I'm only confirming.
Okay.
If the Chinese own KFC and Bahamas Food Service.
Who, Bacardi?
The Chinese.
Oh, no. Cisco owns Bahamas Food Services.
Cisco,
yeah.
Okay, so the Chinese, what is be inside there? What that mean? The plenty Chinese is be inside.
Oh, I
Okay.
Well, in the office.
Well, I really
don't know. We don't know
I
what's
really
going
don't know.
So plenty Chinese working for Cisco?
I don't go to Cisco.
Uh-huh.
You see, so that's the problem. I don't go to Cisco, so I don't know. Where is Cisco anyway?
Well, that's supposed to be on Glasgow Road, eh?
Okay, we had one bad guy in Black Village we used to call Cisco, and he was just an interesting
get some more
citizen.
callers? Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much, caller.
We'll check out Cisco.
We'll investigate it for you.
If I see any Chinese, they'll ask them if they own it.
Thank you so much. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon. Call you live.
Good afternoon. See, spiritual advisor, I'd like to convey my condolences to you.
I appreciate you.
Your father.
I appreciate you.
And I'd also like to say, I remember calling and asking Ms. Monica to look into the wall by Market Street and I don't know what street that is, by E.P. Roberts, the government wall. In any event, I don't know if he had anything to do with it, but they did fix it, so you now are able to see when you're going down Market Street. So I wanted to thank him in case he did, in fact, that. Now, my other thing that I wanted to say was, and this is not coming from a place of any kind of prejudice or anything, just practicality. If they are to send Bahamians to Haiti, then they should send those who could speak Creole.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, you know, people who, first of all, they care about that country so much and everything as well.
Yeah.
So they should be the top pick because then they could communicate properly.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Make no mistake.
We're going to make sure that Haitians' descendants will be in the leadership role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It only makes sense. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Carla.
Alrighty.
Thank
you.
Bye-bye. That's the last call, Sandra.
That's the last call?
Yeah.
Well, folks, we want to thank you for joining us, my spiritual advisor.
Yes, thank you so much, Sandra.
Your father's funeral is planned for the 6th of
Yeah, the 6th of April. Yeah, at 10 a.m. at the Church of God Auditorium in Joe Farrington Road.
Okay.
It's been tentatively set for that date.
Okay.
If the Lord doesn't come. But if he does come, I'll have to send most of you a postcard.
No. This is powerful. This is powerful. So, folks, we're coming to the end of the show. I want you to continue to pray for my spiritual advisor. Pray for me as we pray for you. So this is Freedom March. God save the people of Haiti. God save the people of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save our blessed King, King Charles III, and the entire royal family. God save the King. Do well, everybody. If it is God's will, tomorrow we shall return.
If it's the Lord's will.
If it's God's will,